Welcome, fellow Bissell nutjobs. Let's see, if I end up saving this one, that'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would make 6. So does that classify Vac Lab as a Bissell nutjob? Maybe. So let's take a look at the rating sticker. Let's see. So it's a model, and it's a curb find, by the way, as if you can't tell. Model 68C7, and the serial number starts with a 12. So I'm guessing this is something 2012, and it was missing dusting brush or multifunction tool, whatever you want to call it. It does have a little tube here. It doesn't have the crevice tool, and the spot where you would normally see right here the turbo tool, well, the holder's missing, so the turbo tool, of course, went, it's gone. And this is incredibly dirty. So let's just see how dirty it is. Now let's take a look at the, well, it does say HEPA media filter. So if you just saw the front, you go, man, that's like new. And then you see the back. And, you know, that's not that bad. Huh, that's not bad at all. Let's see, anything come out? Nope. So, doesn't smell that bad either. Okay, well, let's see, I'll put that back in. All right. Now you know this is dirty if you watched my short. So, remember, when you're putting vacuums to the curb, always leave them full. It's definitely some kind of unwritten rule, but that's no big deal. You can just, dump that out. That doesn't matter. This is, I think, where somebody has a problem, and this smells. So let's take a good close look, see how yummy this is. Yeah, do you think that's going to block a whole lot of airflow? I mean, seriously. That's pretty chunky. Woo! Yeah, and it smells. Ugh. Oh, that's incredible. Let's see what's underneath here. Oh. Well, let's block all the airflow possible. Look at that. I mean, really? So this is a case of somebody not having the slightest idea how to use a bagless vacuum, or they just don't care and they wanted to get a new one. So you know what? Maybe this Bissell works just fine. Let's try it out. I mean, it can't get any worse, right? Now, I don't know if the pedal's on or off. I haven't bothered to check. The cord's in really good shape. I mean, it's nice. All right. It has power. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, that brush roll is locked tight. I mean, it is really locked tight. Okay, so we're not going to go any further. Remove the mess here. So we have to figure out what's going on with this brush roll here, because that brush roll, I don't think moved at all. Literally, I don't think it did anything whatsoever. Let me get you closer than that. All right, I'll try the power once more. Yeah. So this, it has no chance of moving. Nothing whatsoever. We got the screws here pretty rusty. The motor doesn't sound all that great, but there might be a reason for that. see anything else. Not coming more around here. I think this machine was like run it until it breaks, but let's face it, if it's from 2012, it's lasted for close to a decade, and I bet you it would have lasted longer if somebody actually just cared to, you know, empty it. Such a simple thing. Yeah, nothing else stuck that I can see. Come on, come on. Yeah. There's that. I mean, it's dirty and smelly, but you can clean it. Well, that's not a big deal. Let's see. You know, we have a belt. It's pretty loose. Let's see what we got here. And it's a genuine Bissell belt. It's been around a while. Yeah, you have a rusty burn mark. Well, that axle is somewhat clean now because the rust transferred to the belt. And this has, oh yeah, this almost doesn't move at all. See right here. Yeah, I'm using a significant amount of force to even turn it. So for whatever reason, and there's probably more than one, this does not want to spin. Okie dokie. So let's try it now. Oh my. Well, it spins a lot better, but that's kind of like a relative term. Let's listen to that again. Oh, you know what? Let me turn this way. Yeah, I think we got some bearing issues here. That wind down, that's a good indicator that the bearings are pretty shot. But let's see what we have going on here anyway. Pull this little pre-motor little, I guess, mesh filter. Doesn't really do all that much. Here, go ahead, fly away. Look at that, look at that. Well, yeah, it's got some bearing issues. Maybe I'll still play with it a little bit anyhow, but I don't think I'm going to put much into it, simply because it's got that awful wind down noise in it. And yeah, you know, I could fiddle around with motors, or, you know, to be honest with you, I seem to be coming across one of these things like, I don't know, maybe like once a week. So yeah, who knows? I could still clean it up and just let it sit, because all the rest of it seems to be kind of complete. I mean, that's so dirty though. I mean, look at all that. So that definitely means it's going to have to be a complete teardown. That's for sure. Well, let's have some fun with the dirt anyway. Chunky, that's for sure. There's that blob. Now let's see. This comes off. It's like a wheel of dirt. And just like that, about half the performance comes back into this powerful Helix technology, just because you're not blocking everything. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah. Let's see, can I... well, peels off a little bit. I can take this off, of course. Well, that's weird. Yeah. That's kind of crunched a bit. I mean, it's almost like this has gotten wet, and then it's yeah, it's not. These should be straight, but they're not. Man, I guess it needs a good cleaning, but that's like real physical damage. And look how much dirt is in between each fold. I I mean, this thing has probably never been washed out. I mean, look at that. Somebody wanted to get rid of it. They probably just wanted a new vacuum. They're tired of a, you know, 2012 vacuum that might be, say, 9 years old, and it's like, let's get a new vacuum. Somebody's saying, no, this one still works. And then the original person says, I'll fix that. So let me go and blow this out. But that's a nice blob. There we go. That's a nice huge blob. Here, kind of crunch that down a little bit. There we go. Look at that. There's a lot of like little rubber bands, like for braces. There's a bunch of those. That almost looks kind of new. Not too shabby. Not focusing. Come on. Come on. You're not doing it. Anyway, that's pretty good looking compared to what it was. Yeah, might as well blow everything else out while I'm here. That's pretty good. See what this does. Some stubborn stuff here. Well, that is markedly better, you might say. Take a look at that, dude. And the rest of that will come out if you just wipe it a bit. I don't know what this thing's gonna do. Oh, yeah. Chunky. Well, rather than boring you with like a toothpick or something like that, I'm going to wash that. I mean, let's face it, it can't get any worse than what it already is. That's still pretty clogged, I think. Yeah, and it, you know, it's chunky. And now the brush roll. Pretty much frozen. Well, yeah. Let's see, will that come off? Oop, it did. All right. So the bearings underneath here. And I'm sure it's just as bad as this one. Take a look at that, dude. Feast your eyes. Rusty, rusty, rusty. Oh, it spins, but yeah, it's like it's riding on rocks. Well, I guess the positive part is now I can clean it. Probably should run this in like high speed or something. barely turns. Yeesh. That was in pretty bad shape. Oh, yeah. That's pretty sad. I'm gonna have to separate that. I'll be back. Well, after a little bit of fiddling, I got the bearing to separate from the end cap. You can see what pretty much froze up this end. I mean, look at that. Let me get that flash on here. There we go. Look at all that. Yeah, I realize this is probably pretty difficult to clean, but I could have made an effort, I suppose. Look at that blob. All right. Yeah, it is what it is. And the bearing, is that going to come out? No, I'll just cut this off. Bearing's just as rusted as the other one. Good mess there. Super rusty pair here. Here you go. See that? Yeah, that's pretty on the crusty side for both of them. They need to be replaced, and I have some. But in the meantime, what I will do is just put a little penetrant on there. Some people think that this is like a permanent grease or something. It's not. This is like a penetrant and a temporary lubricant. It's temporary. It's not permanent. It dries up because it's water-based. So I just want to see, just real quickly, if this just kind of spins easily enough to put the machine back together and have a little fun with it. There we go. I'll put all that back in there. And just see what happens. You know, it's going to turn now at least, right? So, better than what it was. Get in there. Any day now. There you go. And I need a hammer. So, be right back. A little bit of hammering later. And now, we got this. Oh, it's still plenty rough. I don't know if you can hear that or not. A lot of noise out here. So yeah, it still rides like it's, you know, like on rocks, so to speak. The bearings are definitely gone, need to be replaced, cannot be repacked. But how about we put this machine back together and at least see it running, even if it's poorly. Let's do that. Can you see that? Yep, yes you can. Some more pieces here. Alright. And we can use a belt with a nice little rust spot on it. Genuine Bissell belt though. I don't think it's been on there since 2012, but I mean, you get the idea. Still plenty crusty. Plenty crusty. Zoom in. There we go. Alright. Alright, it's plugged in. Might get a little loud when I turn it on here, just for a second. All right, here we go. Bad bearings and bad bearings. But you know, that's the way it goes, right? So let's see. Well, yeah. Put this on here. And this guy is going to go here. Oh, well, you know what? I need to... other way. Get it right there. There you go. Wrong order. But now I think we can have a little heightage going on there. And how about we put the screws back in? Yeah, see, look how rusty they are. Yeah, you know, somebody's picking up something damp or water again. That's just what people do. Oh, you know, I got an old Bissell. So, you know, the dog or the cat peed on the carpet. Sure, let's go ahead and just use the Bissell. That'll take care of it. Well, it does for a little while, I suppose. So, you viewers really seem to like these, I don't know, live teardowns or curb finds or whatever you want to call it. So, I guess I'll keep doing them. They get a lot of views. And if you're new to my channel, you could consider subscribing. That would be nice. And I think... yeah, that's pretty much it for that, the underside. So, you know, it's just worlds better, isn't it? That's really fantastic. Yep. Okay, all right. Getting there. Let's turn it over. And, you know, I need to check the hose. All right, so let's see. Anything in there? Nope. You know, it's ever so slightly dirty, but yeah, it's plenty clear. There you go. See, that's not in bad shape. Yeah, not at all. All right, we'll use that. And I did bring my suction gauge out here, so how about we do a little suction test? Yeah, that's it. Why not? So let me get everything else back together. You can still see some of that. And it's time to change angles. All right, hopefully you can see a little better now. Yeah. I guess we can kind of live with this. Well, you know, this is going to be still kind of clogged. But I'm just doing a suction test, not an airflow test. Put that back in. Oh my, that changes a whole lot. That. Let's get this back in here. Alright, there's that. There's the middle. All clamps together nicely. And let's see. I wonder, can I get this close enough where you can see that? I'm gonna have to get a little closer. All right, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll see if I can do it like this. All right, here we go. All right, what will it do? All right, any guesses? That's not too bad. So, a lot more than 60. Oh, the motor bearings are in sad shape. The rest of the motor is fine. It needs bearings. So did that surprise you? Is that more or less? Hey, let me know in the comments below. Now, how about we take a look at what the brush roll is up to with everything going back together. Here's this. And you know, the pedal is in good shape. The pedal isn't busted. How about that? Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, more or less. As expected, I suppose. I think the motor sounds worse than the brush roll, but at least everything is running. So just really a major clean out, and never forget the benefits of a little bit of lubricant, penetrant, get everything going again. So I mean, technically right now it does work, and it would work for a while. Now it's still a little smelly, so I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to do with it. So I'm sure, just like I said in the beginning of this video, you Bissell nut jobs out there, I'm sure you're going to want me to keep it and refurb it and, you know, love it and test it and all that other kind of stuff. But I'm not sure just yet. So I don't know if I want to go to the trouble of trying to replace the motor bearings, although I do a lot of that. But we'll see. You know, and it's also possible that maybe in a week or two I'll get another one of these, you know, have a 12 amp motor in it, and maybe the motor will be in better shape. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. And I don't know when next you're going to see this one.